Personally, I'm really honored that I got to ask the first question. I have to admit that the question actually came from my best friend who is currently volunteering for an NGO in Afghanistan. I am also greatly interested in forms of connecting the military goals and development goals, because I might go into development in the future. Yes, development community might be a target of Al-Qaeda and Taliban, but that the most important thing is to establish a secure environment before development can occur, which is very much true.
We should be very proud that we have civilians in the State Department and other departments of government that are willing to put themselves at risk. It's not what they volunteered for. That's what soldiers volunteer for. It's not what they volunteer for. But they're willing to do it. The problem we've had is that there haven't been enough of them. And you really have to have security before the civilian side of those provincial reconstruction teams can get the job done. Unless there's security, you can't have civilians, American civilians, sort of walking around town or driving unarmored vehicles. And so if they have to have the same kind of security to get their work done that, say, a GI needs, then it's not as effective as if you have created a zone of stability and security in which they can operate.
Would you be interested in being the 16th president?
Two things I feel that he surprised me with, or that I found interesting that I would not expected him to have said at this questionnaire session. The first one was his statements regarding our imposition of democracy in other countries. I'm a strong believer in our system. I love our system. However, I've always thought that what if we're forcing on something on a place which is not going to work. The second point with Korea.
The North Koreans are the finest negotiators that he's ever met. That within that crazy system, they're the most rational, and they have very good reasons that they are trying to push through in negotiations that you might not notice.
I would have talked about a different war that's going on. That's the drug war, the war on drugs, and talking about my ancestry is partially being Jamaican. Kingston, the capital city, has the highest death toll after Baghdad in 2006. So what are we doing, and what would he like to see the Army do? Or is there Army should have a role in it? Or what role should the U.S. have in this drug, the war on drugs, or should we end it?